is Carlos Valles, and today I'm going to be speaking on the menorah. The menorah is a lampstand. A lampstand is just that, a stand which holds a lamp. The menorah is a symbol of Jesus, and I will explain. In Exodus 25:31-32 gives details of the menorah. It says, "And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work, beaten, shall the candlestick be made. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick on one side, and 3 on the other, with a stem out of the middle." The menorah holds 7 lamps, and unlike the mimic menorahs we see out there during the Hanukkah season with bulbs, or we see them with candles, these had actual lamps. These 3 branches that went up on one side, and 3 branches that went up the other, these are very important. You're going to see that there is a purposeful arrangement. The number 7 is a much used number in scriptures. And the 3-1-3 pattern also. There is much evidence of structure and design in the word. God gave specific directions to Moses when he built the tabernacle in the wilderness. The Lord gave precise instructions to 3 structures in scriptures: the Ark of Noah, the tabernacle in the wilderness, and Solomon's temple. All arrangements, furnishings, and shadows were shadows and types of Jesus. So in the wilderness, they had a screen covering the perimeter of the tabernacle. The only way to see was entering the outer court. One was allowed to enter by bringing a sacrifice. As soon as you entered the outer court, there was a brazen altar. Brazen is another key word for judgment, as is bronze. There, the sacrifice would be laid. Jesus was a type of the sacrifice needed to approach God. There was no bypassing the brazen altar. Now, approach closer to the tabernacle, there was a laver filled with water to wash and cleanse yourself. The washing represented the cleansing of the mind and the body that comes from his word. It is continuing. After these acts, you could approach. Inside the tabernacle is the holy place, where the Spirit of the Lord resided. Note Jesus said in 1 John 5:7-8, "And there are 3 witnesses, in the earth, the Spirit, and the water, and the blood. These 3 agree in one, and you see them through the laver," and so forth. The tabernacle was dark, covered by many skins. There was nothing remarkable or attractive from the outside about it. The same was said of Jesus during his time on earth. In Isaiah it says, "For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He has no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him." Same with the appearance of the tabernacle. However, inside it was beautiful. Inside the tabernacle was no natural light, but the light of the menorah on the side, and it shone brightly. Outside was the noise and the busyness of the outer court. Inside stood the menorah, silently, like the burning bush emitting its light. It was a symbol pointing to Jesus. The menorah was placed in the holy place in the tabernacle of Isaiah. In the tabernacle, Isaiah 11:1-2 relates the shape of the menorah. It's prophetic of Jesus. "And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse." Again, the use of the word stem. And where it came from, Jesse. Nothing remarkable about this shoot. It was not like it was David or Moses. But a branch shall grow out of its roots, and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him. The Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, and the Spirit of knowledge and fear. Right in the middle was Jesus. I hope this blesses you, and I hope this gives a bigger description and understanding